Text message into 601-995-1017. Someone took my guest book home because they wanted to read it.
That's so weird.
That is bizarre.
Don't do that. That's not cute.
If you've got some bizarre wedding behavior that you've witnessed either at your wedding or if you're about to get married and you've already warned your friends, like this is not going to be acceptable, 601-995-1017. With wedding season coming up, though, experts have put out the things that you don't want to do at a wedding.
Okay.
Number one, don't do sending in your RSVP late.
Oh, okay.
I'm the worst at RSVPing to stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so bad at it.
Make it easy. You know, like I had one wedding recently. Well, it was like 5 years ago where like they sent you a text that just was like, are you coming or not? And I was able to, I think, reply with literally a capital Y, and that was enough. Like, make it that easy, and I think you'll get your RSVPs.
Also a bad look to skip the ceremony, go straight to the reception. Obviously, right?
Really?
Do people really? Oh, you did need to be told that.
I've done that before. I didn't know. Well, what if you're not invited to the ceremony and you're only invited to the reception?
Well, I guess, yeah, that would be fine.
Okay.
Does that happen?
It does. Yeah. There's sometimes people like if they're getting married in a small church, or at least why it happened to me. I knew someone who's getting married in a very small church. So it was basically just family at the ceremony. But then they wanted all their friends and everybody at their party.
Yeah. I guess I would think that the ceremony's the free part. Like, I don't know. Never bring a plus one unless it's explicitly stated on your invitation.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that is like, how are you going to have enough food for everybody if people are just willy-nilly inviting plus ones?
Okay, here's the last one that I want to get to from experts. It says, don't overdo it at the bar.
Yeah.
To me, that's way too vague. Like, what does overdo it mean? Because I don't know that I've ever been to a wedding as a 21-year-old that I have a complete memory of the whole day.
See, I feel like that's taking it too far. I feel like
I don't, because I think I behave. I think if you're not the type of person who can get that banged up and still behave, then don't do it. But I'm a great drunk.
I would say, I mean, I think it depends on the bride and groom. Like, if they are partiers, you can party.
So that was the other thing that I was going to say, because the last wedding I went to, I was in the wedding, and the groom was very nervous. So I kind of felt like it was my job as a groomsman to, like, keep bringing the booze.
No,
but, like,
I don't think that's what that means. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, if they're, like, okay, if in their wedding video, they're going to be slurring their words and having a good time, then it's okay for you also to be slurring your words whenever you make a cameo in the wedding video.
Oh, my cameo in that wedding video, it was something else.
See?
I had no memory of it.
I feel like that to me says you took the drinking too far. That to me says that you broke the wedding etiquette rules.
So, but I was just being a good friend.
No, I don't
My
know
friend
that you
came up to
were.
me and he was like, I am so nervous, dude. I am so nervous.
That doesn't mean that you just pump him full of alcohol. I don't know that you were being a good friend by doing that.
I've got a solution for you, my friend. It's called Red Stag.
No.
Here we go. We're talking about out-of-pocket behavior at a wedding, and I got to the thing that said, don't go too hard at the open bar at a wedding. And it's like, too hard to one person may not be hard enough for another person. It depends on how you handle yourself after you've smacked an open bar pretty hard. Emily says, I know most Catholic weddings, they like to drink. And so if you don't drink a lot whenever they're partying at the wedding, they think something is wrong with you. This is my life. This is how I grew up. I grew up in a Catholic family, going to Catholic weddings. And yeah, we turn up at a wedding.
I feel like when you have the 3-hour mass beforehand, you need, like, I understand why there's a lot of drinking at the ceremony. You know what I'm saying?
It's not just Catholic weddings, though. It's also Catholic 70th wedding anniversaries. That happened a couple years ago at my grandparents'. We had a party at the church before their anniversary mass. Okay, we turned it into a tailgate. At one point, me and my 3 younger brothers went behind the church with beers before the mass was going to start, and we were just crushing some beers. Now the problem was we pushed it a little too close, so there were now parishioners walking into the church as me and my brothers are walking in with our empty beer cans.
This is not a good look. Not a good look at all. So I was a bridesmaid at one wedding and one wedding only.
Yeah.
And I got in trouble with the bride because I was starving. Like, we were there all day doing stuff, getting ready, having pictures where you get ready with the bride and all this stuff. And then we were taking shots, and I was like, I need to eat something. So right after the wedding, I noticed there was still some snacks left over, but we were supposed to be going down to this fountain to get pictures with the bridegroom, everybody. And I stopped to get snacks at the snack table, like the remaining snacks. And my best friend comes over and she's like, Allison, and she grabs my hand and snatches me, and she's like, we're waiting on you to get our pictures done. We can't go to the reception until we get our pictures.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it was you.
I was the problem. I was
slowing down the wedding party.
I mean, I don't know what you want from me. I didn't have any more pictures left in me until I got some food.
Jesse, good morning. What's the most worst thing you've seen somebody do at a wedding?
Sort of at the wedding, got too drunk, and then really after the wedding, all the groomsmen went back to take all the stuff to the house, all the presents and stuff like that, to the new house that they were moving into.
Yeah.
And the driver sort of ran into the groom's motorcycle and crushed it up against the house because it was under the carport.
Oh.
So they were in the Bahamas for 2 weeks, so we had about 2 weeks to get the motorcycle fixed before he got home. But it didn't happen. It took longer. But
Oh, no.
I thought you were going to say he never found out.
oh, no, he found out.
Oh, man. Thank you for the call, Jesse. 601-995-1017 if you've got a story.
I'm dying over this text we got from Vicky. She is a wedding planner. She says there was a mother-in-law who tried to hijack the photographer to get the pictures she wanted. I warned the photographer beforehand that she would do this and that he had mine and the bride's full permission to verbally slap her down if need be. He did brutally, and he was tipped well.
That is awesome. I was one time asked if it was okay for a guy, because I was DJing a wedding at this point. Somebody came up to me and said, I'm going to propose to my girlfriend, who's a bridesmaid.
Don't do that.
Well, I had to ask the bride if it was okay. And she said, yeah.
The bride said it was okay?
Yeah, gave the dude the microphone. He got down on one knee. It was the most awkward thing I've ever seen before.
I hate that.
Proposing at somebody else's wedding.